just like that, no one was really concerned with volunteer corn. Morning. Figures the morning I get my ears lowered, we'd get a big frost, but this morning we've got our Ohio Ag, or not Ohio Ag, whew, they going. We got our Ag Rev guy coming down. We got a salesman coming down. Then we got our service guy coming down putting a new feeder house clutch on, you know, the one we overly greased. But plan is today to eventually run some corn. But we got a pretty heavy frost, so with down corn, we're gonna have to let that burn off. That's why we're gonna try to get that feeder house clutch on this morning. We're gonna maybe tinker with a couple other things, but that's the main task. And we also got a guy coming in, clear out in Minnesota. See if we can't make the shop a little bit more efficient from a heating perspective. Here comes the man himself. So one thing we need is some gas for our forklift. So we're waiting on the dude to burn off. I'm gonna go get that. We need our forklift to get some parts down for the combine. I think we might try changing some separator grates. Combine's doing a good job, but when we did get into some 250 bushel corn in one of these fields, Dad said he was having to slow down. I think if we change out the small grain separation grates for corn grates, I think we'll be able to. Now these aren't concaves, these are the grates behind the concaves. Doing a little bit of service work on the combine. We need a catch pan, so we're making one. I got a bunch of these things laying around, so it'll probably catch oil just fine. So here is the feeder house clutch that just got replaced. Dad's been hitting this thing with grease every morning, and as it turns out, that was a once a year kind of grease fitting. But going now. Don't forget to say cheese. Hit an artery on that one.
Yeah, I did.
Just getting back to the shop here, and there's a truck from Minnesota in the driveway. That doesn't happen every day. But we got the guys from Snoot Stopper here, and we are getting some, I guess what would be the best way to describe it? A better, more efficient door system?
Well, what we're going to do, first of all, we are from Minnesota, and we're not the Minnesota, we are the Minnesota Twins.
Yeah.
We are the Minnesota Twins, but we're not the baseball Twins, okay? And I'm Jeff, I'm Jay, and we're with Snert Stopper because Snert happens, stop it. And so to answer your question, Brian, what we're going to do is we're going to seal up the sides and the top of your overhead doors and your bottom to keep snow, dirt, rain, critters, and cold outside. And then we're going to seal up the bottom of that one of those hydro doors because the stuff that's on the bottom of hydro and bifold doors, not very good, because the stuff that's out on the market for your overhead doors and your hydro doors is kind of like wearing a bikini. It covers the essentials, but that's it. It doesn't do nothing to keep the heat in and the cold out, because our product also seals and insulates.
So Jeff, with this being a new building, like even with these having, I mean, this door's a year old, you were showing me there's still already shrinkage in the seals after just 12 months.
Yeah, let's look at, first of all, let's take a look at the sides and the top. From outside, if we look at it, but as we know in the Midwest, wind comes out once a year and stays out almost every single day, okay? So, but see what happens with the wind? This stuff is only a year old and it doesn't want to follow it. Look, when I go here, and when we're done, we'll show you our stuff will have a nice tight seal, but this is like, and we're 55 degrees out here right now.
Yep.
We're not that cold, not like in Minnesota, or like you get, what, about every 32?
It'll be in the 20s most of December, January, yeah.
Okay, so that's one of the problems. And of course, this shop is heated. We're going to double seal the top because 50% of your heat goes just through the top, and we'll show you how we do that. And then let's walk inside. And the door, Brian, is 1 year old, if that roughly. But if you look at it, you see these seals are already shrinking. And there's no insulation. As you can see, it's already wants to stay flat. When they put them on, they're actually like a U or a half circle, so it's already losing its elasticity. And when we're done, we're going to run our product inside the rail to inside the rail.
Okay, and that doesn't interfere at all with opening or closing
Nope,
it?
nope, won't have any effects with the laser. The snert stopper product, see we have that thermal tube.
Okay, yeah.
So when we put it up there, we just don't seal it, we insulate it. But we're doing a much better Kevlar material. This comes with a 25-year warranty.
Okay.
Okay, so and then we seal and insulate, and we will actually go inside the rail to cut your heating costs, because obviously I see the kids like playing in here. They're going to like to play in the wintertime too. But cut your heating costs, keep snow, dirt, rain, critters out so they don't get inside.
Okay, yeah, sounds good. I couldn't imagine we'd have any critters or anything. I mean,
well, no, you won't have any critters. You'll have a lot.
so if someone was interested in the snert stopper, what would be the best way for them to, I guess, get more information on it, or a quote or anything like that?
Go to snertstopper.com.
Okay.
Snert, S-N-I-R-T, stopper, S-T-O-P-P-E-R. So snertstopper.com, or you can call us at 800-250-5502.
I knew we were getting a draft through this door, but when you showed me that seal already shrinking, it kind of put it in perspective how quick that happens. So.
And what happens here, because of mice, things will get around this corner.
Yeah.
Because mice and bats are about the same thing. They can squeeze through a pencil width and so forth.
Yeah.
And we want to stop that.
Yeah.
Because snert's happening, and we can stop it.
Perfect. So the combine just left. Everything is put back together on it. I want the door guys get to their sealing. Pretty anxious to see that. I might need that for my house. Anyways, we have 3 semis to move to the field. We are running corn today. The cornfield we're actually cutting, we actually need to get it before we can get to the beans. We were going to figure out a way if it didn't rain to get those beans, but we were probably going to run over some corn in the process. At least now we want to do that. And we're off. Dropped Jeff off at a truck we placed down here the day it rained. Actually, we were going to do beans down here. That was day and a half ago. It's dead. Never had an issue with that truck before. That's dead. I just bought a jump pack from Harbor Freight. Guess it's a good thing we're gonna try it on this truck sometime soon. Let's see if this one's dead. Floor light came on.
It's good to go.
Yep, we're good. BJ just said the yield monitor is showing a lot of 200 plus bushel of corn, so that's comforting because we haven't seen much of that this year. But this is closer to the river. This is heavier dirt, not much gravel in it, so in a dry year like this, I kind of expect it to be better. Just like most of the fields, it does have some down corn in it, just not nearly as much here, so we definitely won't be able to run super late at night because there's enough down corn to be a pain in the butt when it gets damp, but we should be able to run a little faster than what we had been running. Probably just going to be patchy. In places it'll be really, really slow, and in places it'll be really efficient. Not sure what just happened, but there sounds to be a slip clutch somewhere that is not happy on that combine. That god-awful noise. We just put a new feeder house clutch on it because we had greased the last one too much apparently, so I don't know. Do not know. Yeah, there's some down stuff. Doesn't sound the greatest. See how quick he plugs it this time. Well, it just went off again, so something's clearly not right. Worse now than it was before. Falling up right there pretty bad. Is it your feeder house plugging or your...
I think it's at Augers.
Oh, so it's on the head.
I think it
It sounded like a head slip clutch, but I couldn't tell where it was coming from.
Tapped? Like it hit? Like it ain't taking it on in?
Well, you got it on variable. You turned it off variable, didn't you?
Yeah, every time.
Definitely on the head.
There it starts moving.
Well, that's interesting. I think we're in a bad spot, Jeff. Now it's running fine. I don't understand. Well, hopefully he keeps on keeping on. If that's the case, and he is able to, we better get this truck dumped. Got a traffic jam. Yep. No need to dry this stuff. We're going right into the bin. First load's canned. Let's go check on the door, guys. That and, well, it's kind of chilly. I think we're gonna need some more coffee. They must be making some progress. Since that truck is dead, I just so happened to pick this up from Harbor Freight yesterday. They finally got the field opened up. So I don't know what's going on with that head. I don't know if we need to raise the auger in it, maybe. We haven't had any issues with it before now, so I don't know. Gearing offs are good heads. I mean, I don't know anyone that has them that dislikes them, but for no reason that one's not feeding the greatest right now. I don't know if he's still having issues. He's not setting any speed records, but then again, he's also running down corn along a tree line while the sun's going down. So I don't know. You guys already got the outer seal on then, huh?
Yeah, we had a 40-minute delay because Minnesotans do not know how to operate a Genie lift, but we figured it out.
Well, it might be slightly heavily used, so.
Well, yeah, it had better years, but look at this here. See how that follows the door?
Yeah.
And then we have in here, you have a thermal strip in there, so we're insulating.
It's just a whole completely different style material there.
Yeah, it's a Kevlar. See how nice and tight?
Yep.
Remember before when you hit this, it goes what? See, but now that's right.
And plus your old seal's still in there.
Yeah, so it's kind of like you right now. You got more, me, 2 shirts on.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know, it's kind of like the underwear underneath there. Now we're not exposing the underwear. We got the real stuff outside.
Perfect. Well, this is new. I just pulled in the driveway to the farm here where we're running. And there's a lady waving her arms at me in the driveway. Because her dog is like in the driveway. She's clearly trying to catch it, so right now I'm waiting on someone to catch their dog. I'm not mad at her. I don't want to run over a puppy. It's clearly a dog that's scared and skedaddled. Unfortunately, it skedaddled right down the lane I need to move on. I'm afraid she's about to it. I'm afraid if we ease up, we're going to scare the dog away. I'm not sure what the protocol here is. She's almost to Toto, some kind of little dog. She's almost to him. I hope when she gets there, she grabs him. Or her. Whatever kind of dog it is. Oh, there it goes. And it's run away. And she's got it. Nope, not yet. Now she's got it. Perfect. Of all the things I've had to wait on, that's a first. going to be treated to a beautiful sunset tonight. It's awful clear. I think we'll get our second frost. Through the stream bed we go. Look at them just knocking it out, eating it. So when he gets this truck loaded, if this is 200 bushel corn, which I don't know if it is or not, but BJ talked like it had been running that last time I talked to him, that would make 25 acres whenever we get this truck loaded. We did not get the combine rolling in the field till a little after 4 o'clock, so this isn't going to be a 100-acre day. Really would like to get this field done or close to done. That way we can hop across the ditch tomorrow and be done on this farm tomorrow. So there's 150 acres here, so this is 47 acres. Get it close to done or done, that'd be fantastic. I don't know if it'll happen. It's going to depend entirely on the frost and how soon the stalks quit sliding up the snouts tonight. Look at that deer. I don't think she knows we're here. I'm gonna start throwing the crossbow in the truck seat with me. Old Raven, knock her right out. No, she's got a friend. That's a nanny. She's got a baby with her, or a yearling. Just got a phone call from Dad saying not to bring this truck back. They're going to load that truck in the cart, and that's going to be it. Apparently the frost is already setting in, and he's already having issues feeding. So, kind of figured that would be the case with that corn being kind of down a little bit. It wasn't going to take much.